Welcome, everyone, to BT Smart Academy podcast, today's episode of Workplace Dynamics Unveiled. I'm your host, and with me is the incredibly insightful and engaging co host, Samar. Today, we're diving deep into the often misunderstood but crucial topic of how HR and managers can effectively collaborate to manage employees. From onboarding to conflict resolution, we've got it all covered. So, Samar, what are you most excited to explore today?
Hi, everyone. I'm super excited to be here. I think the relationship between HR and managers is fascinating. I've seen it in action in various roles, and it's always interesting to see how it can either make or break a workplace. I'm especially curious about the onboarding process and how it sets the tone for everything else. What do you think, Ali?
Absolutely, Samar. The onboarding process is the first step in building a strong relationship between the employee and the organization. HR often takes the lead in this, ensuring that new hires have a smooth transition. They handle the paperwork, introduce company policies, and set up initial training sessions. Managers, on the other hand, focus on the day to day aspects, like assigning tasks and providing immediate support. For example, at Company X, the HR team created a detailed onboarding checklist, while the managers conducted personalized welcome meetings. This combination ensures that new hires feel welcomed and prepared from day one.
That's a great example, Ali. I've also seen some companies take it a step further by assigning a mentor to new hires. This can be a more experienced employee or even someone from a different department. It helps new hires get a broader perspective and feel more integrated. But how do you ensure that this collaboration between HR and managers is maintained throughout the employee's tenure, especially when it comes to performance management?
That's a fantastic question, Samar. Performance management is a continuous process where both HR and managers play crucial roles. HR sets the standards and provides the tools like performance evaluation forms and training programs. Managers, however, are on the front lines, providing regular feedback, setting goals, and addressing any performance issues. For instance, at Company Y, HR introduced a quarterly performance review system, but it was the managers who conducted the actual reviews and provided personalized feedback. This ensures that employees receive consistent and actionable insights to improve their performance.
I see, it's like a dance where both parties need to be in sync to make it work. Speaking of performance, conflict resolution is another area where HR and managers need to work closely. How do they handle conflicts effectively without letting them escalate?
You're absolutely right. Conflict resolution is a delicate balance. HR typically provides the framework and support, such as mediation services and conflict resolution training. Managers, on the other hand, are the first point of contact and can often resolve issues informally. For example, at Company Z, a manager noticed tension between two team members. He set up a private meeting to discuss the issues and found a compromise. HR was involved to ensure the process was fair and to provide additional support if needed. This approach helps maintain a positive and productive work environment.
That's a great approach. I've also seen companies use team building activities to prevent conflicts. It's like a preemptive measure. What about employee development? How do HR and managers ensure continuous growth and learning?
Employee development is crucial for long-term success. HR often handles the broader programs like workshops, seminars, and online courses. Managers, however, provide personalized development plans and coaching. For example, at Company W, HR introduced a leadership development program, but it was the managers who identified high potential employees and worked with them one on one. This dual approach ensures that employees have the skills and support they need to advance in their careers.
That sounds really comprehensive. I've seen some companies even offer sabbaticals or rotational programs to keep employees engaged. It's like giving them a chance to recharge and gain new perspectives. But what about workplace culture? How do HR and managers shape and maintain a positive culture?
Workplace culture is the foundation of a successful organization. HR often sets the tone with policies and initiatives like employee recognition programs and diversity and inclusion efforts. Managers, however, are the ones who live and breathe the culture daily. They set the example through their actions and communication. For instance, at Company Vi, HR introduced a wellness month, but it was the managers who organized team activities and encouraged participation. This top down approach ensures that the culture is not just a set of rules, but a lived experience.
I love that. It's all about making the culture real and relatable. Now let's talk about legal considerations. How do HR and managers ensure compliance with all the regulations and laws?
Legal compliance is non negotiable. HR is responsible for understanding and implementing all the necessary laws and regulations, from employment contracts to anti discrimination policies. Managers, however, are the ones who apply these policies in practice. For example, at Company U, HR provided extensive training on anti harassment policies, but it was the managers who ensured that these policies were enforced in their teams. This partnership ensures that the organization remains compliant and protects both the company and its employees.
That's so important. I've seen what can happen when these policies are not followed. Now, what about technology integration? How do HR and managers leverage technology to improve employee management?
Technology is a game changer in employee management. HR often leads the implementation of HRIS, human resource information systems, and other tools that streamline processes and provide valuable data. Managers use these tools to track performance, manage schedules, and communicate with their teams. For instance, at Company T, HR introduced a new HRIS that integrated all employee data. Managers could easily access performance metrics and communicate with their teams through the platform. This integration improves efficiency and transparency.
That's really cool. I've seen some companies even use AI for performance tracking and feedback. It's like having a digital assistant to help with the day-to-day. Finally, let's talk about employee exit strategies. How do HR and managers handle employee departures gracefully?
Employee departures can be challenging, but they are a natural part of any organization. HR often handles the formal aspects like exit interviews and severance packages. Managers, however, are the ones who provide emotional support and ensure a smooth transition. For example, at Company S, HR conducted detailed exit interviews to gather feedback, while managers helped the departing employee hand over their responsibilities and provided a positive farewell. This approach ensures that the departure is handled with respect and professionalism.
That's a great way to end things on a positive note. I've seen some companies even offer outplacement services to help departing employees find new opportunities. It's like saying, we care about you even as you move on. Ali, what final thoughts do you have for our listeners?
Thanks, Samar. The key takeaway is that effective collaboration between HR and managers is essential for a healthy and productive workplace. By understanding each other's roles and working together, they can create a supportive and engaging environment for all employees. Whether it's onboarding, performance management, conflict resolution, or any other aspect, a united front is the way to go. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on Workplace Dynamics Unveiled.
Thank you, Ali, and thanks to all our listeners. Until next time, stay curious and keep building those strong workplace relationships. Bye.